Hello everyone. ICAI announced the exemption scheme yesterday, something which students were waiting for very eagerly. But I can still feel that there's a lot of confusion. I'm getting a lot of calls as to whether they should now start preparing for group 2 and what will be the scenario if they clear just one group, if they're attempting both the groups, and if they get exemption. So there are so many queries. I thought let's discuss this in the form of a video. Watch this video till the end because here we are going to discuss the exemptions that you will get, plus whether you should attempt for both the groups, whether you should appear for both groups or not, and what are the advantages or disadvantages of that. We are going to discuss everything. But before we discuss that, do subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notifications for all the important videos. Let us go through different scenarios. Okay, I'm assuming that you are appearing for both the groups in November 23, and unfortunately you are not able to clear the group, but you get exemption in accounting. So if you have got exemption in accounting, then you will have to give the entire group again, but you need not give paper 1, that is advanced accounting. Okay, so if you get exemption in accounting, then you will be exempt from paper 1 of the new scheme. If you get exemption in advanced accounting, okay, if you get exemption in advanced accounting, then also you will not have to appear paper 1, that is advanced accounting. All right, so if you get exemption in either accounting or advanced accounting, paper 1 of the new scheme is exempt for you. I hope this is understood by all. Yes, now if you get exemption in corporate and other laws, then of course you need not appear for corporate and other laws in the new scheme. Cost and management accounting. Okay, so you are appearing for both the groups, but unfortunately you are not able to clear. However, you got exemption in cost and management accounting, then in the next attempt when you give your paper 4 will be exempt for you. Taxation, if you get an exemption, then yes, the same paper of the new scheme will be exempt for you. The best part will come now. Okay, so if you got an exemption in advanced accounting, your paper 1 is exempt. Auditing assurance, if you get an exemption, you need not give auditing paper in the new scheme. However, if you get exemption in paper 7, okay, if you get exemption in paper 7 on the old scheme, paper 6 of the new scheme is exempt for you. Okay, so if you get exemption in either EISSM, then FM and SM is exempt. And also if you get exemption in FM and economics, then also you will get exemption in paper 6 FM and SM. Okay, so you get exemption in either of these papers. Okay, you get exemption in either, you will be exempt from paper 6 FM and SM. So I think this was a fantastic move. You get exemption in either of this, but paper 6 will be exempt of the new scheme. So the first scenario that I considered was, what if you are giving both the groups in November and you do not clear any group, but you have exemptions. Okay, so we give both the groups, but we are not able to clear. Then whatever exemption that we are getting in the old scheme will be carried forward and you will get the benefit in the new scheme. The highlights which I can point out is, if you get exemption in paper 1 or paper 5, then paper 1 of the new scheme is exempt for you. Cost and management accounting, if you get an exemption, so the second group will be exempt for you. EIS and FM, if you are exempt in any, okay, you get exemption in any, then you need not give paper 6 of the new scheme. So I think it's a very good move by ICAI. You should aim for maximum exemptions. My scenario 2 will be, you have appeared for both the groups. I'm assuming that you have appeared for both the groups in November and you managed to clear group 1. Okay, you managed to clear group 1 because maybe you appeared for both the groups, but you were concentrating more on group 1. That is my assumption over here. So you managed to clear group 1 and now you will have to appear only for group 2. Okay, so you have appeared for both the groups, you cleared group 1, now you need to appear only for group 2 in the new scheme. If you do not get exemption in any of these subjects, okay, so then anyways you will have to appear for costing. So you have no exemption in costing, so you will have to appear for costing in group 2. However, if you manage to get exemption in costing, then in group 2 of the new scheme you will be exempt from cost and management. Now you appeared for both the groups, you cleared group 1, you did not clear the second group, but you got exemption in auditing, you got exemption in EIS, FM or any of these, then you need not give any subject of group 2 in the new scheme. But do you think it is that easy? auditing, getting exemption. It is possible, but there's no guarantee, no? So yes, there is a possibility, but when students ask me, ma'am, I don't have to give any group, don't think about all that, just leave it to the institute. You give your best, you prepare for the best, and then leave the result to ICAI. Okay, so if you get exemption in costing, you get exemption in audit, you get exemption in EIS, or you get exemption in FNM economics, you need not give group 2. Okay, but then that is getting exemption in 3 subjects. Okay, getting exemption, and then you will not have to appear for group 2. I don't want to sound discouraging, but I want to sound very practical. Okay, this is very practical. Now, the second scenario is that you have given 1 and 2 group, you clear group 1 and you get exemption. So then yes, group 2 will be given subject to the exemptions. Now, if suppose you have given only group 1, okay, now this is a scenario wherein you give only group 1. You clear group 1 in your November attempt. In your May 24, now you will appear only for group 2. Okay, you will appear only for group 2. Now, in group 1, when you clear, you got exemption in cost and management accounting. So when you appear in the new scheme for group 2, you need not give cost and management accounting. Okay, but other subjects you have not even attempted. So then definitely you will have to give the audit paper, and FM and SM will apply. So if you are preparing only for group 1 in the November attempt, I think you should concentrate a lot on cost and management accounting so that you can aim for exemption. And in the May 24 attempt, when you actually plan to give your group 2, you will have to appear only for 2 subjects, that is audit and FMSM. So this is how your exemption scheme will work, and it will help you. The main question arises, ma'am, I was up till now, I was preparing only for group 1, but after going through all these exemptions and etc., I'm thinking of preparing for group 2. Now see students, if you have not even touched any subject of group 2, okay, till now you were concentrating only on group 1, you have not even done any subject of group 2, I think that you should not appear for group 2 just to get exemption. The reason is that now you have 2 months for your exam. Yes, you have only 2 months for your exam. It means if you now have to prepare for 4 subjects of group 2, you will be able to give only 15 days per subject. Yes or no? Is it sufficient? Is it sufficient? And along with this, you also have to revise group 1. Will you be able to manage all that? There are a lot of theory subjects. See, there are a lot of theory subjects in your group 2. Is 15 days sufficient? Take a reasonable practical call. Just don't go after exemptions. Don't feel that yes, institute is offering exemptions, so now I should give both the groups. Are you prepared for both the groups? See, both groups should now be given by students who were actually initially preparing for both the groups. So if you were always preparing for both the groups, so now you can work harder. Okay, you can work harder, you can try to get exemption in all these subjects, and then let's see what happens. But if you are appearing for this is your first attempt, and you have till now never even gone through the lectures of group 2 just to get exemption, I think you should not be attracted by whatever exemption scheme is given by ICAI, or you should not be influenced by any other video which says that yes, now you have to give both the groups, now you can get exemptions. What if you don't clear, but then if you get exemption in audit, if you get exemption in FM, yes, I know it is possible, but let's be reasonable. What if it is not? What if you concentrate more on group 2, and then just because you want to get exemption, you're not even able to revise group 1, and now you end up not clearing both the groups? At least if you would have concentrated on group 1, you would have cleared. So please don't be influenced by whatever you hear on the internet. Go through your preparation strategy, and you take a stock of whatever subjects that you have already prepared for, the time that you have, the revision that you have, how well you are ready with group 1. Take a stock of all that and then take a decision. See, there is still some time to decide. You have 2 months, but just don't aim for exemption. I think this is very wrong when students say that we want exemption, you can't want exemption. It's only that you work hard and then you get exemption, which is something which I think it's a gift by ICAI. You can never aim for yeah, you can aim for exemption, but then don't study only with that thing in mind. Okay, so if you study well, if you plan your studies, you will get exemption. But then don't just have that one thing. Don't focus only on exemption, only on getting exemption. You may not get, and then you may feel very very dejected, and you may not even have a strategy for the next attempt. All right, so I think that students who were up till now preparing only for group 1, this is my view, you should continue with group 1 studies only, and you should not start with group 2, and you seriously don't have time. Okay, instead you improve the quality of the group 1 subjects. You go in depth, you solve maximum test papers, for the prelim papers, and try to ensure that you clear group 1 in December, in November itself. So I hope I was able to solve all your doubts and your main query on whether you should prepare for both the groups or not. In case you have any other doubt, do leave your doubts in the comment section below, and I will solve each and every doubt of yours. Also visit my website capreetyagarwal.com. We have great offers on corporate and other laws for November 23 attempt, and I have also left my WhatsApp number in the description box. You can contact me on that number with your doubts.